lazy dog.
I'm going to show you a quick way to make a robotic glitching vocal chain to make a voiceover sound less human. As mentioned previously, a common technique for vocoders in sci-fi is to have a voice actor read their lines backwards and then have them rearranged in your DAW of choice. This removes collusion and various vocal habits that all people have. Your brain has to think and separate each word in a way that seems less human, like a computer reading items off a list. So I've gone with the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, which when reversed is dog lazy, the over jumped fox, brown quick the. I mean, that sounds crazy, but I can show you what that sounds like now. Dog lazy the over jumped fox, brown quick the. So as I mentioned, once it's rearranged, you end up with something like this. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. So we've achieved our effect there by reading it backwards and then rearranging in a way that makes it sound less human and more robotic. Anyway, the first step in my process is to add a vocoder with a textual carrier. So what this means is it provides our vocoder with a source in which to modulate our signal by. So if I click on our capture here, which is just the same as our initial dry capture with just the vocoder and some other EQing applied, our vocoder is retrieving a carrier signal from Serum down here, which is playing some random chords on my glitch patch, and this on its own sounds like this.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
With most speech, you have areas of almost silence separating words, so this is for the mouth to articulate and prepare itself for the next word or phrase. I've chosen to fill these gaps with two unnatural sound effects. So what I've done here is I've chopped up certain parts of the speech we've already captured. The smallest unit of speech known by us in the English language is something known as a phoneme. It can also be referred to as phonetics. You get the phonetic alphabet, which is the smallest unit of sound that your mouth can make. Generally, it's when your tongue isn't moving between certain phonemes, which gives you a diphthong or other units of speech. So what we've done here is just multiplied certain phonemes coming off different words, such as this part here. So we've got the quick, the ka, the k noise coming off quick. That's just been multiplied to give you this glitching effect. So I'll play it again so you can hear it.
The quick brown. The quick brown.
So like a really fluttering, glitching noise after the word quick. The next thing to apply is something called reversed ping pong delay. Now, ping pong delay works great when you've got it working in line with something else, but if you want to manipulate the signal coming out of the ping pong unit, you'll need to record it to another track. So what we've done is I've just duplicated Capture 2, stripped the effects out of it, and routed the output to another track and recorded it back in. So the output from the ping pong delay, we've lined it up with our speech. So as it comes off, the ping pong obviously does its thing where it bounces away. We recorded that into another audio track and reversed it. So by lining it up with the start of certain words, you get a really cool effect where it sounds like the signal's surging up to each unit of the sentence before releasing the word itself. So when you apply other effects such as erosion to it, you end up with some really cool kind of crunchy sound effects. Erosion works similarly to a bit crusher, if you've used Logic before. The best thing to remember is the more unnatural things going on, the more robotic it sounds. You want to strip away that human element of it to achieve like a true vocoder sound. That just adds a high-end sort of background to the overall speech. Altogether, this sounds pretty cool. It's a quick way of just throwing together a simple vocoder for, I don't know, a voice effect in a game or a voiceover for any sort of media you want to apply it to. Generally works best with baddies, I think. Surges in certain parts of the speech is what increases predictability. So computers and vocoders sound more believable when they're not being entirely randomized. An important thing to remember is that a computer can never be random. It gives you the illusion of randomness, but you can't have a computer generate a true random value. It's impossible. Robotic and static is good, but remember to save the interesting randomization for the glitches. That's where the unpredictability and the creepiness comes through.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.